Good evening, everyone. It's Tabitha back again. Today we're doing the puff stitch coaster. I made one ahead of time right here, but I'm going to use a different type of yarn. This is like a lavender acrylic yarn. I got that from, I think it's Red Heart from Walmart. But this one is Crafter's Secret Cotton and Hot Spot, and I got that from Michael's. They're $2.99. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. One thing we did not learn yet was how to do the magic ring. So I'm gonna show you real quick. You'll need to do that to complete this project. So what we're going to do is wrap our yarn. Start with the tail end on the palm side of your hand. Wrap your yarn around 2 fingers. And then cross it in the back so that you have an X. And you can just leave it like that. Then you want to pull through, go through under the first piece of yarn, pull through that second piece of yarn, twist it, and then we need to lock this in place by going through the first loop and then pull through. Trying to see working right. Sorry. So you want to pull that back loop through again. Alright, and now we have our magic circle. You can let that go once you have a little knot right here. It's kind of like you're starting with your initial knot, slip knot. So you can close this circle and open it up so that you can fit your stitches inside of it. Alright, and since we're doing puff stitches, we are going to chain 2. This initial knot is your chain 1. So chain 1 more to get a chain 2. And then we need to insert 6 puff stitches inside of this magic ring. So we're going to start yarn over, yarn over, go through both of those pieces of yarn, pull up, and remember, for a puff stitch we want to have 7 loops on your hook. So you need to yarn over and pull through 3 times to get those 7 loops. So that's 1, 2, yarn over again for the last time, and now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops are on your hook at this point, and pull through all 7. And now we need to lock that stitch in place. So we're going to yarn over and pull through. All right. So now we're going to complete 5 more stitches of the puff stitch to finish this inner circle. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the second time, yarn over, pull through the third time, and with that you should have 7 loops on your hook like I do. yarn over and pull through all 7. Yarn over and lock that stitch in place. So that's 4 puff stitches. We need 2 more. 1, yarn over twice, yarn over a 3rd time. You got your 7 stitches. Pull through all 7, lock that stitch in place. We need 1 more puff stitch. Yarn over a 2nd time and a 3rd time. Pull through all 7, lock that stitch in place. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puff stitches, and that's the amount we need to close our magic circle. And it creates a mini circle that pulls all that together. We will also use this for a lot of hats as a top portion if you wanted to close your hat that way. There's also another way to close hats as well. Anything circular, it would be easier to use the magic circle, so there won't be a space in there. Remember when we did the sunflower, that we had a little circle in the middle, so the magic ring or the magic circle helps close that out. Which I don't understand why in that pattern they didn't use it. Alright, so now we need to close this off, and we are going to do that with a slip stitch. Right under that 2nd chain 2 that we did. Pull that all the way through chain 2, because we're going to start our 2nd row of puff stitches. So I have The Walking Dead on. I'm going to mute my TV. Trying to catch up on the last episodes before they start the Walking Dead universe. I don't know if I'm going to watch that. This has been going on for like 12 years now. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. So for this next row, what we need to do is enter 2 puff stitches in each stitch around. So I think it's, hold on, every couple of stitches. After your first 2. So you're going to do 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So after every stitch, you're going to enter 2 into each stitch. So 2 puff stitches. Just swatch. Yarn over. Let's do our first set. So we should have a total of 12 stitches when we're done. Guys, and that's all we're doing is puff stitches for the entire project. Two puff stitches into each after every puff stitch in the prior row. And we're going to slip stitch to join. Chain 2. So again, there should be 12 stitches in the second row. And then the next row, I think there should be, let's see. So the next row, we're going to start with 2 stitches in the first space, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, and we're going to go all the way around, and there should be 18, I believe. So start with 2 in the first space. Might get kind of tight, but you should be able to fit it in there. And we are going to skip the next 2 stitches and go into the space right after that. Enter 1 puff stitch, and then the skip 2 puff stitches, and in the next space you're going to enter 2 puff stitches, then 1, then 2 in the following stitch, Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to undo this row. My bad. See if I can cut that out, but if not, I was wondering why it was trying to curl on me. So 2 in the first, 1 in the stitch in between. That should space it out some. Two in this next space, so we're hitting every stitch at this point. One in the very next stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to hit 2 again, and we're just going to keep doing that all the way around to finish our round. Okay, so you should have 18 stitches, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first stitch. Chain 2. And then we're going to move on to our next row. By the way, I got this from, it's a yarn bowl that I got from Hobby Lobby. It says time to unwind, and it has a little tea bag in the teacup. I think it was $16.99. Yeah. So in the next row, we are going to do alright, so we're going to do 2 puff stitches in every stitch around, and that'll increase your stitches to, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 24. So we're going into not every stitch like we did this row, but we're going to go into every of the chain 1 stitches. So skip the puff stitch and go into the space next to it. For 24 stitches. Again, we are inserting 2 puff stitches into every chain 1 crochet space. So skip your 2 puff stitches from the row before, and then insert your hook into that very next stitch. Got our 24, slip stitch, close that up, chain 2, and our last row. I love these little quick projects. I have like a million projects going on right now. They take forever. So the last row, we are going to do a 3-2 combo like we did the 2-1 combo. So in the first stitch, we are going to insert 3 puff stitches. And this time it's going to go in every chain 1. So skip the 2 puff stitches of your previous row, insert 3, then the second, skip your next 2, enter 2, skip your next 2 puff stitches, enter 3 puff stitches, and we're going to do that all the way to the end and tie off. Okay. 3, 2. Skip 2 puff stitches, enter 2 in that next single one, that next chain 1 space. Three in the next chain 1 space. These floors are so creaky, you can hear everyone walking around. I'm getting a hat. I wonder if this will work. That does not work inside the AirPod. I have a little fan that I put inside a phone. I take that to the gym with me. It's so useful. But it only works on the phone. Almost there. And I think I did, should have, I think 31. I feel like I want to put 2 right here. slip stitch, yay, chain 1, we are finished. You can cut that tail. Dropping stuff everywhere. Okay. So when you cut, you want to make sure that you cut this end that's, oh, hold it. Okay, so when you cut, you want to make sure you cut the end that slides through your chain 1. Pull that out. And now you have a little loop. And what you do is you can either form, like pull your crochet hook through here, pull your tail through that hole and form a knot, or you can weave the edges in. I'll show. So you can form a knot this way, pull it through, and then pull that all the way through like that if you want. Or weave that all the way through. I'm going to choose the weave option. Gosh, if I can do it. Okay. And you're just going to pull that through your top stitches all the way until you have no more tail left. Child, why don't you do this right? Okay. You can go all the way. You can pull your tail all the way through until you have no more tail left, or you can just do enough and then cut the rest. I think I'm gonna cut the rest because I don't want it to split on me, so I don't want to keep unraveling it and keep pulling through. So that's gonna be the last time I pull that through, and then I'm gonna cut it. Child, I'm sorry that's so loud. All right. And then on the other side, you can weave through as well. I'm going to weave it around this first row. So I'm just going to go through those stitches. And pull the tail underneath those. It doesn't have to go you don't have to pull it through at the length of your tail. You can, like I said, just cut. Oh, come on. Well, when it's tight, you know it's not coming loose. You don't have to follow that same pattern. You could weave up through any stitch if you wanted to. Totally up to you how you want to close that off. I'm gonna do one more and that's it. I'm hungry, girl. I didn't eat dinner yet. All right. I'm gonna clip that. And there we have our coaster. This one is trying to unravel, honey. And you can like put like some super glue right there so it'll stay. Do I have any? Just put some super glue right there on your tail and like press it so that it doesn't come loose. I need to go find some real quick, but that's it. This is our puff stitch coaster. You can sit your drink on it. I made this. This may be wine. Sit your drink on it, a saucer, anything. And we will come back next week with our next set of stitches. I think we're going to do the what did I say? The waistcoat stitch, which is basically the crochet version of a knit stitch. So we're gonna go work on that. And I hope to see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you had fun. You can make many more, as many as you need. I'll talk to you guys later next week. Bye.